I was about to film the introduction for another one. Usually film the introduction at the end. Okay. And I went to go do it, and an entirely new message came out. Don't know where this is going, but first off, you need to know this is an intuitive reading. So I was given a storyline. The cards may not be explained the way you normally see them explained in tarot. I'm not using the traditional tarot definitions in this one. The message came through the cards, but through the pictures of the cards instead of the meaning of the cards, okay? So I'm a seer before tarot reading, so tarot reading is second language. So for this one, it was my initial gift, and the message is coming through the pictures, not through the definitions of the cards, okay? So I want to get that out there because this is going to be a little bit different than how we normally do things around here. You have been blindly trusting for a while. Okay? Blindly trusting, but at some point you had to stop blindly trusting and you had to put to death some ideas that you had and some dreams you had. Not because they weren't happening, but you had to move forward. Okay? So, at some point, you were promised that somebody was going to come in fast, messages were going to come in, or opportunities were going to come in, and money was going to come in. And you were told, they're coming in now, they're coming in now. And you were putting everything you had into that. And at some point, you got tired and you're like, when's it happening? Angels, universe, God, is it happening still? Or are we just crazy? And honestly, it made you very sad. Okay? It made you sad. And the universe is literally saying, we're sorry. Okay? You ended up staying up at night, not sleeping, feeling betrayed by the universe. And you finally decided you had to do something. You had to get out of that feeling. Okay? It took a while for you to make that choice, but you had to make the choice to kind of walk away. Which is interesting because you're apologizing to the universe and saying, hey, I'm sorry I didn't have enough faith. But bills came up and you promised you would pay and you didn't. Okay? So you decided to work on yourself. You decided to do what you believed was right, giving to people, even without extra help and resources. Okay, this is very important for this reading. In those moments, this is so interesting that all four of these came out. They came all out on the last one too, but had a different meaning. All four of these are impulsive decisions, impulsive emotions, impulsive with money, impulsive with gifts. Okay? You made what you felt was an impulsive decision because you wanted to wait on the universe. But you went ahead and made judgment calls for yourself. You went ahead and made a judgment call. The universe is actually saying they're sorry that you feel that way about your life, that your decision to move forward and do what you felt was right was not breaking your faith or messing up anything with them. And it's almost like they want you to know that they understood where you were coming from and they weren't expecting you to not work on your own, to not make decisions or move forward or have to go without because you thought the universe would provide. Okay? So they know you made that judgment call. They know what it took and that you're a Queen of Swords to make that decision. That's energy, not gender. Okay? But at the same time, spiritually, you went into hermit mode because you had to go deep in yourself to kind of come to this understanding of, I'm going to have to take care of myself. And you came to that realization no one was rescuing you. Okay? Universe wants to celebrate you for that. They want to celebrate you. Okay? First thing, because you made the decision to make things happen for yourself, a judgment call was called on the karmic that they were waiting on. Almost like there's something that was supposed to unfold, but because somebody else made a decision, it didn't happen. and it delayed what was meant to come in for you. Okay? And judgment call was made, and that person is receiving karma immediately. There's no more waiting. There's no more pausing. There's no more waiting for the evidence to come in. Everything's done. Okay? And karma is supposed to go through a process. And in this situation, they bypass some of that process and simply issuing judgment. Okay? They are simply issuing judgment on this ex, probably an ex, this karmic, that has been holding you back or was supposed to help you. Okay? So you are no longer tied to them and you can move forward. So let's go through this. As a Queen of Swords, they would like to commend how patient you've been while you have been manifesting and transmuting everything. Is it muting? How did I just forget that word? Converting the energies. I'm sorry. My head's fuzzy tonight. Transmuting the... That's not the word. Transmuting is destroying or changing it in a bad way. How is that word escaping me? This is part of your reading. Okay? You don't feel like you have been transforming things. I want to use the word transforming. That you have been transforming the energy thrown at you or the situations because you just feel like you've been in survival mode. Okay, so you got some things coming in that Spirit wants you to know you have created, but they are also helping with. So 3 of the 4 aces in the first part of this are your work, but Spirit is adding to it now. Ace of Pentacles, money. You have been working on transforming money energy, transforming money trauma. You've had a lot. This came out like this. This came out directly behind it, hiding. Your money trauma, your money relationship has had a lot of work to do. And you have done it. You have done it. Okay? Opportunities. You have had to create opportunities for yourself. Confirmation, thank you. You have had to create opportunities for yourself. You have had to create businesses for yourself with no help, with no one showing you what to do. You have had to stabilize your emotions and transform your emotions to be joyful, grateful, and receiving versus where you used to be. Okay? You have created stability for yourself and your family. And this is where Spirit is stepping in for you. Your Wheel of Fortune is changing drastically now. Not only have you put in the hard work, Spirit is coming alongside you now and doing the rest of it. Okay? You sit as a Queen of Pentacles. You will not have to worry about money ever again. Money will regenerate for itself for you. Okay? Regarding justice. This is interesting way of saying this, but this is how they said it. These came out together. Regarding justice, you will have a lot of options. Either seeing people get justice or seeing yourself get justice, like you're going to see a lot of people get justice, or you're getting to do like a pick your ending type of scenario where you get to decide what kind of justice they get. You are being handed the gavel. You're being handed the gavel. You're going to make the judgment call on justice for people, for yourself, and for those around you. Okay? I apologize that my words are not working tonight. You are sitting as the Empress for your family. Notice the cups up here? Okay? That's fulfilled promises, but that's also pouring into it, and that's what you're doing for your family. Okay? Spirit is going to continue doing that for you. It's going to continue giving more to you. Spirit is pouring into you like you wouldn't believe, but you're also pouring into yourself. You are completely healed because of what you've done and because of how Spirit has poured into you. Okay, so again, these two cards were connected. They want you to know you're the sun. You're creating, you're manifesting, you're moving forward. Okay? Wish granted. What do you want? What do you want? Because here's what Spirit's bringing in. Looks like finances was a huge one for you during this time, and emotional stability. Okay? A King of Pentacles, balance, and financial balance. Public recognition, lover, home stability. You're getting everything you wished for and more. Okay? You're getting your flowers. This is a very interesting reading. All 4 knights came out. All 4 pages came out. All 4 aces came out. And the transition between who you were in the beginning of this reading and what you've been through and the choices you made, which have now led to, it's like you're being gifted a kingdom. You're being gifted being an empress or an emperor. Because you've proven that you were faithful in all the areas. You've proven that you're resourceful in all the areas. You've proven that you'll move forward and do what needs to be done and do it right, regardless of whether you win the lottery or not. You still gave money away. That's what this card came out as. Like, you were still being generous to people even when you were struggling yourself. That came out like that, I believe. When you were struggling yourself. Excuse me. Tired. This might be something with someone not wanting you to hear the truth, or you not hearing the truth yet. Okay? Regardless of what you think of yourself now, this is a done deal. Regardless of whether you think you're ready for this or not, it's done. It's coming in. There's absolutely no chance it's not coming in. This is going to be good for you. This is going to be a good year. And it is just going to push you forward. Your trajectory is high. I'm so proud of you. And there is no shame. In fact, there should be pride in being able to say, you did it. You did it. On your own, you stood up and you said, I will not allow this to be the end of me. And you stepped in and you made your choices, you made your life, you made the changes, and you did it. From now on, you will only be standing in victory. There will be no backward sliding. There will be no stumbles. There will be nothing else happening. Okay? Because what you have done is elevated from the level of a human struggling to a hero in the God's eyes. Okay, this is your moment that you get crowned as a god or goddess. They are bringing this in for you because of everything you have chosen through your life, and especially the last year or so. This is coming in. You're being gifted a kingdom because of everything. Okay, and the previous reading, I think this one might be true as well. Said it may not look like what you thought. Okay, but it is coming in, and you are going to be loving how your life goes from now on. Congratulations. You earned it. You deserve it.